Hello, I'm Agat from Israel. I came to Argentina a year ago, and tonight I want to talk to you about the differences between my life in Israel and in Argentina, but also about the changes that I went through since I moved to Buenos Aires. Raise your hand if you have ever moved from one country to another. I'd like to start by talking about the ideas from home and school. For many years, for me, they were the same thing. I lived in Israel for 7 years since I was born in the middle of our living room. I lived there with my mom, dad, my little sister Ella, and my 3 older brothers. My grandma and grandpa still live there, and we missed them a lot. During our time in Israel, we used to go to the park with them. We lived in a neighborhood with friends whose houses were very close to ours. All the kids became very good friends, and when the weather was dry and warm, we used to surf a lot at the beach. Also, during winter, sometimes there were hailstorms, and we used to have ice ball fights, which were fun. How many of you have ever been homeschooled? Me and my brothers and sister were homeschooled, but actually there was no school. We learned from everything we did wherever we were. When we baked cakes, we learned math, like how much is the 3rd cup. When we went to the beach, we learned geography by asking questions. And when we wanted to know the flavors of the ice cream, we had to learn how to read, so our mom would be able to fool us. Obviously, we learned in Hebrew. When I was old enough, I started to learn from books too. My brothers already took a class or 2 each day, and I joined them. Sometimes we had classes at the same time. Sometimes we took turns. Anyway, when we had classes, we had short days. So in Israel, our home was our school, and we just loved it. When my parents told me that we were moving, I felt excited. This happened a year before we moved. As the day became close, I asked my mom regularly when it would finally happen. I felt sad and nervous too. The move to Argentina was hard. It was hard saying goodbye to all the family and friends, and the trip on the plane wasn't as easy as I thought. Sleeping was difficult because people around us were talking, and sometimes the plane moved from side to side and up and down. I tried to be happy and not sad by thinking about the good things that were happening, like going on a plane and going to a new school. I also thought that I wouldn't live in Argentina forever, that I'll always come to Israel to visit. Has it happened to you when you move to a new place that you begin to notice that things are alike and things are different from the place you came from? Nothing can prepare me for the changes that happened here in Buenos Aires. When I started school, I didn't understand a lot. My English wasn't very good, but I practiced, and soon I could understand my teacher and friends. I loved my AEL class, and I was good enough that I got out, and now I'm in regular English class. Another difference between my life in Israel and in Argentina is that when I was homeschooled, I used to wake up whenever I wanted, usually around midday. I also went to bed at midnight. My parents didn't mind as long as I was busy and happy. Now, since we came to Argentina, it's a lot harder for me to go to bed at 9 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. This is why the weekends are the best time of the week, because I can go to sleep late at night. Before, there was no such difference between weekdays and weekends. I've learned a lot this year. English, Spanish. My Spanish is actually really good. Estoy muy sorprendida por lo mucho que he aprendido en español. I've also learned about friendship and reading longer books. I think this experience is very wonderful, and I'm glad I moved here. Wait a minute, did you really think that I'd leave without teaching you something in Hebrew? Please repeat after me. Im yotzim megiim lemekomot niflaim. Which means all the places you'll go by Dr. Seuss. Thank you.